This portion of the news is brought to you by Inspiration Senior Living, where we provide affordable elegance to Pahrump area seniors. Give us a call at 751-2300 and make an appointment to tour our community.
To veterans who are interested in starting up a new business, the Small Business Administration is holding a class soon to get you started.
We have a program on Saturday, January 23rd at the Pahrump Valley Chamber of Commerce from 8 to 4:30 p.m. The name of the program is called Boots to Business Reboot. This is a brand new program that actually came out through the Small Business Administration. It's a national program, and its aim primarily is for those veterans who might have an interest in starting their own businesses to find out something about entrepreneurship and what would be involved in starting a business.
And so do they need to have any registration prior to this?
Yes, they do. There is a registration process that they need to go through. We'll even make it easy for them at this point in time because we're getting relatively close to that date. Call an individual in our organization whose name is Casey Carico at area code 775-240-0356. They can register via phone.
Do they have any requirements besides the registration?
There is no other requirement besides the registration. They do not have to bring anything with them. This is an entirely free course.
And is it a one-day seminar?
This is a one-day session, which will start at 8 and go to 4:30. It's the first of a two-step process. This first day is what we call an orientation day. If as a result of this, there is continuing interest on the part of some of these veterans to follow up, what we call step 2 is an 8-week intensive program. Again, it's also free, where they go into a lot more of the nuts and bolts about starting a business. They need to call 775-240-0356, speak to Kathy or Casey Carico, and just tell her that they'd like to be registered for the Boots to Business Reboot program in Pahrump.
And then the date again of that event?
The date is January 23rd. It's a Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. on the second floor here at the Chamber of Commerce.
Last night, the Powerball jackpot, which rose to $1.6 billion, will be split 3 ways by mystery winners in Florida, Tennessee, and California. They bought their tickets in Munford, a town of about 6,000 people in Tennessee, in Chino Hills, California, and in Melbourne Beach, Florida. The winners of the world record jackpot overcame odds of 1 in 292.2 million to land on all the numbers drawn Wednesday night, which are 4, 8, 19, 27, 34, and Powerball 10. They can let the jackpot be invested and thereby collect 30 annual payments totaling an estimated $533 million, or split $983.5 million in cash all at once. The huge draw also produced 8 $2 million winners and 73 $1 million winners nationwide. One of the $1 million winning tickets was sold in Prim.
The Nye Communities Coalition is hosting a free diabetes workshop for caregivers, diabetics, and their families.
In the diabetes self-management class, we're going to be talking about techniques, how to deal with your day-to-day living with your illness. And we're also going to be talking about nutrition, how to take prescriptions appropriately, and also how to talk to your physician about medications and other needs that you have. We're going to be talking about stress, fatigue, how do you feel on a day-to-day basis.
Is there a doctor going to be teaching this, or who's the instructor?
We are lay leaders. We were trained by St. Rose Dominican Dignity Health, and so we follow a training manual, basically. And so all the information comes. The program was created by doctors and physicians, and we were trained to be able to follow that program. So it's medical information, but given by community lay leaders.
Should this be newly diagnosed diabetics, or people who maybe have been diabetics for a long time could also attend this, right? It's for everybody?
Yes. Yes, it's for pre-diabetic, if you are currently diabetic, and also if you are a caretaker of someone that is diabetic, because we do talk a lot about health and nutrition, and so a person that maybe prepares meals for someone that is diabetic would benefit.
Is there anything that you guys would like to add?
Yes, we're hoping that we can have a lot of participants. The minimum amount that we can have in the group is 10. So if you can, please call and sign up for this class. It will be a great class that we're going to be offering.
What's the phone number?
775-727-9970, and it's at the Nye Communities Coalition.
An officer from the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department will be teaching a course on the dark side of social media. This class is free, and children, teens, and parents are encouraged to attend.
It's brought to us by Sergeant Raymond Spencer of LVMPD. This is actually his second trip out here. He was out here and did the presentation in April, so we're excited to bring him back to the coalition to do it again.
Tell me what the presentation is about.
The dark side of social media is geared to teach parents, guardians, as well as kids about the hidden dangers inside social media, the apps that they're using. It also teaches parents about some of the apps that they may not be aware of that our kids are on that can be typically dangerous for them.
He really goes in depth on information, things that maybe a person who considers himself a little savvy won't know about.
Yeah, when he was out here in April, I like to consider myself a little tech savvy and a little hip when it comes to stuff like that, and I was astonished at some of the things that I learned.
And this is all to protect our children from what is actually out there.
Absolutely, and the timing of this presentation is actually perfect because with the holidays over, we now have a new generation of kids that are getting tablets and Kindles and cell phones, so they will now have the access of the internet, you know, at their fingertips, and this is a new generation of kids and parents that need to be taught these dangers.
Is this free?
It is free. It will be held at Nye Communities Coalition in the Activity Center on Tuesday, January 26th at 6 p.m.
And so everybody's invited to come on down?
Everybody's invited. Parents, guardians, we do ask that if students, kids would like to come, that they come with their parents. 11 years old is what the target audience would be.
All right. And do they need to RSVP?
No, they don't need to RSVP, but if they have any questions, they can email me. It's Alicia, ALICIA, at nyecc.org, or they can give us a call at 727-9970.
All right, we'll be back after the break with Ron Chase with the Nevada Public Auction.